Sensei Javier Mantilla, the head of the Pan Am Karate Federation referee committee, if I'm correct. And
yes.
We have some interesting news, maybe about the relocating many things. Javier, tell us what you're up to.
Yeah, well, first, thank you for this opportunity, really. I know you're, doing very well, with, the magazine and all this, stuff. It's great that we have the media, in karate, because we need this kind of support. In the next, month, we're going to have the Junior World Championships in Istanbul, Turkey. And we've been trying some experiments in the last few years in order to develop more karate as a sport. One of the things that WKF is trying to right now to implement is the face mask for especially for kids, for cadets, and because we're going to change the division. Now this Istanbul will be the last competition for cadets, means 14 to 15 in the future, and junior will be 16 to 17. So this is the last time we're going to see 18 to 20 at the world level. One of the reasons is they've been competing at the junior world level, so we have the same people competing in the junior event and also in the senior event. And the last two senior world championships, we saw that let's say 50% or more of the world champions, they are between 18 and 20 years old. So the idea is to develop a new generation and also develop these, the kids, especially like 14 to 15. So that's why WKF changed the divisions for the next World Championships that will be in Morocco in 2009.
Okay. So the new division will be starting at what age?
The new division starts at 14 to 15. That we're going to call that cadets. Okay. And the juniors will be 16 to 17 years old, okay, officially in 2009 in Morocco, okay, for the World Junior event. Probably, I hope that we implement the same divisions next year, okay, not only in the Pan American Karate Federation but also in the National Karate Federations, because we need to start to develop these divisions in order to be ready for 2009.
I know you've put together an excellent teaching device with a PowerPoint presentation for the officials. Can you speak a little bit about this and the way you're actually training versus today is a little different?
Yes, well, the idea that that I've been working in the last 5 years. First, I tried to just to do some transparency and then draws. But then came to me one idea. So let's do a PowerPoint presentation or multimedia presentation in order to give all the officials or the one who wants to learn the rules, okay, some video clips with information from the real competition, because I believe everybody can read the rules home, okay, you have the rules online, but the most important thing is the practical part. So at the beginning I showed them some clips from WKF senior from the European competition to show them how the officials and how the athletes they've been developing this sport. Let's talk about now sport. Our sport is karate. So we've been seeing a lot of changes in the last few years. So with that kind of teaching, they start to improve a lot. But after that, I also saw that we need a practical exercise. But why? Karate is unique. Unique means for me that you have to be a black belt, you have to spend 7 years or 6 or 8, depends your skills, in order to get your black belt. But in order to be a referee, you need to get your black belt first. So that means a lot of experience. But in my experience as a chairman of the referee committee in the Americas and also previous as an official, I saw a lot of people, yes, taking the courses and then they forgot, the training. So my idea is that you can, get back that feeling, the feeling that when you used to train, at least, because some of, us, we used to compete, but some of us, they just, train and teach. So if we keep the, the training idea, we can also, give a better feedback to the competition. Because one of the exercises that we've been doing in the last two Pan American is, first is practical training, Of course, they're going to wear, the suit, but after the evaluation. But during the evaluation, the first idea is to to know, their ideas about how, athletes move in these days, how they bounce, how they jump first. And then you can see overall that because they've been training for 30 years, they have an idea that, how to fight like in the 70s. Some of them, they fight like in the 80s, and some of them like in the 90s. So it's a big process because we used to have different rules by, every 10 years. We didn't move a lot when in the 70s because we have Ipon Chobu. So that was like, let's say, a timing reaction, committee. The one who developed more speed, the one, were more successful. And then in the early 80s, we started to like 2 steps. We were trying to move, but like 1, 2, Kizami, Yakosuki, that was enough. And then we saw some European athletes for the first time during the 80s. Let's talk about, the English national team. They start to move. They look as a real athletes for the first time. Tall guys, like volleyball players, basketball players, and they start, to bounce, to move, to kick also. Then in the 90s, I think the 90s is now like the new generation for karate, when we start to see sport karate. Because after England, and France, Italy, Germany, all the top European countries, and now the new countries, the new European countries, Croatia, let's say Bosnia, Latvia, Sweden, all these countries, they've been implementing this, like different mechanics, different kind of training to develop karate as a sport. So what I'm trying to, to teach them is that we have to review all of this process, because maybe we came from the old process, from, Chobu Ippon. Let's say, static, committee, timing committee, but now we're going to officiate sport karate athletes. So we need to change, our mind, the perception of the athletes, techniques is different, totally different. So they move, faster, they have better skills than before, or maybe because we didn't know, that before, or we didn't, develop this before. But now it looks more a sport, and if we would like to be in the Olympic program, we need, to be more exciting for the media, for the spectators, for everybody. Otherwise, we were not going to be, in my opinion, in the Olympic program, because if karate is not an excitement, sport, so who's going, to see us in the Olympics? Who's going, to pay for a ticket? Who's going, to spend money supporting karate? So that's why we're trying to do something different, and starting also from the referee's view, because the athletes, they've been doing a lot, but I think we need to do also more, because the level of the competition is in our hands. If we improve our level, okay, the athletes will also develop more, better level in the competition.
We at American Samurai really appreciate the work you've done with the past interviews, and we've done some photo shoots with your shite kata, and we look forward to doing more work with you in the future, especially as you go to these events and you send back some reports, which I think will be extremely useful to our readers and the karate public as a whole. I understand you may even be a lot closer to us in the near future. Is there some truth to this rumor, or?
Yeah, so right now I'm planning to, to live in the United States. I'll be in Colorado State,
Nice.
in the city of Denver. Yeah, I'll be there in January 2008. So I'm coming with my wife. So we're planning to open a karate school there. Yeah. At the same time, also I'm planning, to support karate in the States, which for me is very important. I have a lot of experience. I would like to do my best for this country. At the same I've been doing, also for my, my former country, from Venezuela, also for the Americas, because I believe that America has a great potential, and we still, need to, to work, because if we have the potential, we're not, far away from, the top, the lead, European countries. The thing is, we need to work together. We need to, to be as a team. In the past, maybe 10 years ago, we were working separate, everybody, looking for their own goal. But now my goal is to see America in the top, at the world level. In the last two senior championships at the WKF, we saw that we improved a lot, but I think we can do much better, and now we get a lot of respect from the world level, especially in Europe. Now we're not anymore like Cinderella, in this kind of championships. They respect now. They see, they look, they check the pool the day before, say, okay, let's see United States or Canada, Venezuela or Brazil. Now they take in consideration of us. 10 years, 15 years ago, forget it. Okay, they didn't take care of us. They didn't know even. So I remember when I used to compete, they asked me, so where are you coming from? I say Venezuela. I say, what? What is Venezuela? So South America. For them, maybe only 15 years ago, they only know about the United States of America, but they didn't know about Brazil, maybe Venezuela, Dominican Republic, any of the Latin American countries. Now we're getting strong, and I believe that we can be in the top if we continue in the same way, working in the same direction, trying to speak the same language. I'm talking about same rules, same application of the rules, same training, and keeping, of course, our traditional karate way, but looking for the sport way.
We need to work together, American Samurai and yourself as an official, because the media can be such an important role if you give us the material. It will help you in any way we
Definitely,
can.
yeah.
Let us know where you're having seminars, and people need to get there and work with you, because that's the only way they're going to gain from your experience and your years traveling around the world, especially to Europe, and the development that you've done in South America is obviously paying off as we see those countries raising up more all the time. So we need to continue to work together.
Yeah, so I will help, I will, give my best to you, to the,
Thank you.
to American Samurai. I think I'm a person who likes to, to share information, because sharing information, I also can get better feedback. I can, get better ideas in order to, to continue not only my career, I think the America's career, okay, and for sure you're going to, going to get my support. I will, send you as many information as I get, and I will be happy, to be one of your people.
One of my contributors. Well, thank you very much. We really are happy that you're coming and will be working with us, and we're looking forward to a very positive future together.
Thank you, Will.
Okay. Thank you. It was great.